Hello and welcome to another video by me, behind the camera. You're not going to see me right now because my hands are so gorgeous. Okay, so in the series of, I kind of told you I was going to do a series on, how to prep and prepare things so that you can get some setback when you're on a budget and you're just doing your daily or your weekly stuff. Okay, so this chicken here isn't what I normally would get. Because this is chicken breast tenderloins, and it is all natural. It's from Myers. I do usually get the all natural from Myers, their Meyer brand, but I usually get the full chicken breasts. Same thing. This one was just on sale this week, so that's why I got it. Whatever is on sale. Still about the same amount of weight, just less trimming. Like these, I probably won't even trim. I'll probably just throw them right inside of there. Okay, so this will be the first section here. Because I was telling you how I will use a package similar to this for 3 meals, sometimes 4. But this one, I'll show you what I use part of it for. So in other words, I would take some of this out, and with the tenderloins, I'd probably make maybe breaded chicken, something like that. And you don't need all of this for one meal, even for a family of 4. So what was left over, I would chop up, and the big ones, the big chicken breasts, I can get easily 3. These I should be able to too. So normally what I would do is make a meal. So that's a third of it. The other third, I would vacuum seal with like Lowry's or other seasonings, and either put it in the fridge and let it go that way, or put it in the freezer and then I have it for later. That's another way to prep it. And then the other part, I would can or freeze. It just depends what you have room for. I like the canning because then we don't have to worry about the power going out, and if it'll go bad, you just have to worry about keeping it warm so it doesn't blow up. Okay, so let's pop her open. Rip her, and look at that lovely chicken. Okay, so like I said, with these the way they are, I truthfully will probably just do that. Plop them right in. Less work, the better, right? I mean, you could, I'm doing this kind of one-handed too, you could probably get even more in here. I don't know. See, I'm going to shove them in. And we'll can them just like that. That one's probably good. Let's move on to this one. And shove her full. So then, I say you get 3 meals. Then you could take the bread or this and make it another meal too. Depending on the size of your family. Sometimes you might need more than one. Let's get another jar. And I'm not worried about packing it all the way to the top, because truthfully, I have a lot of extra jars. And this works for me. If it doesn't work for you, chop them finer. I mean, I might get one more in that. We'll see. If I come across a small one like that, let's shove her in there. Just like that. Let's see if we can force these last 2 into it. Oh yeah, she's going down good now. Get in there. Ooh, that one might not be. That one, let's use my knife here and cut the chicken. There we go. Can we fit more in there? Not really. In there. We'll fit it in that one. Okay? Ew. Look at the chicken. Get it in there. I want every little bit of you in there. This would probably be a good time for a disclaimer. I am not a professional. I am nowhere near a professional. But I've done this for quite a few years now. And never got sick, never died. Everything's going good. Alright, let me wash my hands, and I'll show you what to do next. Wash your hands! Oh no. Stop it! Stop falling! Okay, we're good right now. Okay, those are gonna fall. That's good. Okay. I need a paper towel. Okay, so you will need, let's get rid of that, a paper towel. You can use either water or vinegar. Sometimes you use vinegar when it's really fatty. This chicken's not really fatty. Another thing, when I get the full breasts, there's a lot of fat on those sometimes, and the family doesn't care to eat that. in their meals. So what do? I trim it and I put it in here, and it makes the broth even better because we love broth, right? Okay, so the lids. Let me go all the way over here and drink. Poof! Yeah. And there, okay. Now we've got our lids on. I'm not going to go over lid safety. You know what you're doing. If you're canning, you can heat them up, put them in water, put them in boiling water. It's up to you. Oh, you know what we forgot. We need to add the salt. Be gone! Okay, now, with the salt, you use what you want to use. You can use half a teaspoon, because these are pints. I like to use pink Himalayan salt. You can cut the salt out. I tend to like it in here. And then you don't have to salt it later. See, I use bulk a lot of things. Buy it bulk and store it up. Okay, now, this is up to you. You can can them just the way they are right now. Or, which is what I'm going to do right now, you can add a little bit of water to them so that there's more juice in there. So it will actually cover the chicken up more. Because as they cook down, if it goes down, juices come out. If it doesn't cover it, it can be ugly. I'm not going to lie. It can be ugly. But it's still good. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to be bad for you. Here, I can talk like this. It's not going to be bad for you. You could just eat it, and it's going to be okay. But if you want it to be a little bit more appeasing, then you would actually add a little bit of water, and so it'll cover it in juices so the top won't dry out as much. Okay, let's go ahead and get these covered. There, did a good job, didn't we? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to hand tighten these lids on over here. So you just put them on, give them a little bit of a turn. Put it on, a little bit of a turn. Put it on, a little bit of a turn. Okay, here you may have controversy. Oh my goodness, there are going to be haters. They're going to tell me how horrible this is and we shouldn't do it. So, let me show you my Nesco. Dun 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 dun. This is my Nesco electric canner. That's right, it's an electric canner. I love this little thing because I only have 3 jars. Do I want to get out my All-American, heat up the kitchen? I mean, it is winter, it wouldn't be too bad. Heat up the kitchen, do all that just for 3 little jars? No. That is why I have this nice little canner. This one's the Nesco. This was the only one that was available when I bought it back in 2019 or 2020. And it works great. It just doesn't hold a whole lot. Think of it just like, it's like an Instapot, but it's actually made to can. You can't just do this in Instapot, you need the electric canner. I think Presto has one that's a little bit bigger, but this one works fine for me. I love it because I can harvest out of the garden and just can like green beans whenever I need to can them. Okay, this isn't actually an advertisement for Nesco. This is just kind of giving you a little bit of information. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plop these in here. Plop, plop, plop. Okay, we're going to shut this, close it, and we want to make sure our little thing up here is set to seal. And then on this one, I am going to pressure cook. I am going to go up, and it's 75 minutes for this. I like to add about 5 extra minutes, just so I know that everything's good. Start, now you forget about it. It brings it up to pressure, sits there and waits a little bit before it starts the timer, kicks the timer off. You could even go to bed. I like to be out here when it's done and take them out so they can cool properly. But really, you can just go to bed. Simple. Okay, so I don't know what to show you while I'm doing the outro. Definitely not me. So, let's... Up there to the wall. Okay, so... We'll just stay right on the Nesco. Okay, so this is one of the ways you can get used chicken. Use a little bit of leftovers. I mean, even if you just have one jar to go in there, you know, that's a little bit put aside. And it didn't cost you much. Wish she's making some noises tonight. Okay, so there's part one of what you can do with the chicken. And like I said, I'll probably do this in 3 parts and show you exactly what I do with the rest. All right, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great one. Remember, start prepping out there. Get your stuff in order. Get your things on your shelf so that when the prices go sky high or they're not available, you got them. Okay. And this would be your final product when it's all done.